All right, today I'm going to review a fairly new software that I recently came across. Actually, the founders reached out to me and said, hey, you want to give this a whirl? And at first I was like, I have been trying every kind of blog AI tool that's out there. A lot of them seem the same to me, but I said, okay, I'll take a look. I was blown away. And I want to do a full tutorial video today on Journalist AI. Try Journalist AI or something like that. I'll put a link below and give them a try and try it out for yourself. One of the challenges that I often run into anytime I'm trying to do blogging in AI is, first of all, I want it to write similar to my own style, my own custom voice. I've been blogging since 2009, and so I come from the old school of we want to break up text, we want to have bullet points, subheaders, we want links in our articles. We want to SEO optimize it. We want it to be good, useful information. And sometimes that's hard because by default, what a lot of people do with AI, if you're just using ChatGPT, is you get these big chunks of text that can be often lack personality, and it's just information. It's not exciting. We don't want to do that. So let's jump in and let's take a look at how I've been using this and how I would actually use it with a blog post that I'm thinking about writing. All right, let's jump into it. When we're in the platform, it's a very simple platform. Over here on the left in navigation, you have articles, customizations, blog automation, social media automation, auto linking, and then obviously some training and things down here. Now, I personally don't use everything, and I haven't tested everything that's inside of this account, but let me just show you a few things. First of all, if you go to customization, you've got some presets here. If you have some presets on articles, I'm going to show you how I have a preset so I don't have to reuse the same stuff every single time. And I think that's important that you save time. That's one of the reasons we want to use a tool like this, right? Knowledge base, you can upload documents, videos, websites, any information to create kind of a knowledge base. I have not done this. I have done this with other custom GPTs and things that I want it to have all of my templates or all of my email subject lines that I like to use and headlines, but I've not done it with this tool as of yet. Custom images, if you got a custom image that you just want to always show on your site. There's blog automation. I personally don't do the kind of auto blogging. Some people do. That's basically you would attach your blog. You could set it up to where it would automatically create an article every day and publish it on your site. I just like to have some creative control. And also I don't just take what the AI puts out. I like to look through it, maybe even add in some of my own experience into the post. So I use it much more like a research assistant or a writing assistant or a ghost blogger. Integrations, you click on new integrations and you can see WordPress, WordPress.com, Shopify, Ghost, which is one of the blogs that we're using today. I have on Ghost, Wix, Webflow, Blogger, Squarespace, a webhook URL, or Zapier. All right, so there's a lot of ways that we can take the article that gets created here and we could push it over. Even if you want to push it over as a draft, which is what I did, then I would set it up that way. And that's what I've done here. Don't know that it will show. Yeah, it'll show. You can see I have it set up as a draft status. So when I send it over, I don't want it to publish. I want to send it over into my blog platform, which is Ghost, and we'll show you how that looks. All right, indexers, this is helpful. I set mine up. You attach your Google Search Console, and what it will do is when you publish a new post, it'll go ahead and send it to get indexing. And outside the scope of this video, but it's one of the ways that you can get your new post into the search engines is go into your Google Search Console and put it in there. It'll tell you whether or not Google knows about that page or not. If it doesn't, you can hit request indexing and it will add it into the Google indexed. Publications, this is where you actually see your, looks like some of your articles that you've done. Keyword monitors, I hooked this up. It's supposedly, and I don't know exactly what it does, but it supposedly will bring back potential good keywords that you should consider writing post on. I'd probably need to do more research on this to see how this kind of works. To to be honest with you. Social media automations, you could set it up to where when you create a new article, it will automatically send out about that article to your social media channels. I do not have that set up, but it's a cool idea. Shares, every time publication shared to one of your social media, shares created and displayed here. So that's where you can actually see what got shared. Auto linking, update your old article. This is really only if you have WordPress, where you can set it up where actually it's WordPress, Shopify, and Webflow. So I don't use any of those currently, but basically you can hook up your WordPress as an example, and it will do some auto linking for you to create lots of internal links on your site. I have not done that, so I can't really speak to it. It looks like you can do, every time you request links for your articles, an auto be generated again. Those are all related to that auto linking, I believe. All right, so now that you have that overview, let's actually get into, let me see, did I hit all the points here? Yes. So let's actually get into an article. So under article here, you have general, just a general SEO article. They have this rewrite blog post. I'm excited to see that one, but it's not out yet at the time of this recording. News. So if you do any kind of news, current news kind of stuff, it will do that. That's pretty cool. Amazon, this is cool, but I have not done this yet. Basically, you can go find a product on Amazon that you want to write a review for. It'll create that review, embed your affiliate links, all that cool stuff. They also plan to do a product roundup, which sounds like it's going to be like multiple products under one. That's something to check out. And then there's this YouTube. This, if you are publishing on YouTube, you can give it the URL and it'll create a blog post based off of that video. Kind of cool. I have not tried that yet. I probably should. But we're going to stick with general for this, and we're going to do an SEO article. I'm going to use my save preset though. So we're going to click on this preset, and I like to use, you have some options here, just your title, just your keyword, just your description. I like keyword plus title. So I want to have a little bit more control over it. So we're going to look at, and this is where I've got all of my blog posts and some of the ones I want to create. So we're going to do this one right here, social media list building. I want to do an article for this topic. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to put in this focus keyword, and we need to come up with a title, and I'm going to show you exactly how I do all of this. So one of the things I also do is I like to use NeuronWriter. Now I've used a lot out there. There's Surfer SEO, Rank IQ. They all are good. What I love about NeuronWriter is its affordability. They're no longer, it comes and goes on AppSumo, the lifetime deal. But I do, as an affiliate, have access to their lifetime deal until they take it down. If you click on the link below, you can check out the lifetime deal. For $89, you can have lifetime access to this tool, and you're going to see why I love it. And you get 25 blog posts per month to optimize. So this, in combination with the Journalist AI, and then I use a little bit of Clod as well to facilitate some of this and make it faster. So I'm going to show you again how I do this and how I'm using these three tools together. All right. So this is our focus keyword. So the first thing I do is I come over here to NeuronWriter and I put in ahead of time. And what this is doing is it's searching the top 10 ranking articles, analyzing them for you. Click on next. And then in here, you will have and my video's in the way here. You will have the common basic words that you should think about including that were also included in the top ranking articles. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to do a title. So one of the things I like to do, I'll come over here to headings in NeuronWriter, and I will copy these H1 terms. So I've got those. I'll come in here and I'll maybe do a video on this, but I've got a project set up in Clod you can set up these custom projects. You could do this also in ChatGPT. I have it in there as well. I'm just experimenting with both. And I just named one called the Blog Post Wizard. So I just tell it I want to write a post and it's set up to ask me a series of questions. So what's the main keyword phrase for this? Oops, that's not what I wanted. I want to come back and add those in just a second. So my main keyword phrase is social media list building. I'm going to throw it in here. And it's going to ask me, do you have any titles for you want me to consider to create some ideas for a blog post title? So that's when I come over here to NeuronWriter. I copy these H1 terms. These are the most common terms used in the titles of the top ranking articles for this. And I'm going to say, there they are. All right, so it's going to give us some ideas here. All right, let's see which one I like. Grow your list, social media tactics that work. Let's go with this one. We're going to come over here. We're going to throw in this title. So now we got a title that we want to create. Okay, English language, target. I don't mess with any of these. I put second person you or your because it makes it more personal in my opinion. I keep all this the same. Now this custom voices is where the journalist AI will write it in your tone of voice. Now here's a recommendation. What I would recommend that you do is go take blog post or a long form email or some kind of content of a chapter you wrote for a book and put it into an AI tool, any is fine, and say, can you take this writing and break down the voice in my writing style? I want to create a custom voice style guide. And it will create that for you. And that's what I've got here is my writing style. So I want to include that in here to help the AI tool be closer to what I would write. All right, now we have the include keywords. This is where, again, I go over to NeuronWriter and we want to go over to article, basic list of terms. We're going to copy those and we're going to throw those in there. Now you could get more, but you will max out. I'll show you how. We come down here, we've got extended list of terms. Come back, put this in, but you'll see that it maxes out at the 124 characters right here. So what I usually do is I will just get rid of some of these bottom ones until I get under that requirement. So still got to do a little bit more. I've got a lot of keywords in here. You can see there's like lots in here. Oops. There's a ton right here, right? So we're going to get rid of a few more until we get under. There we go. So now you can see you're under that amount. So all of these keywords, they are going to work into the article, which is great for SEO. Okay, so that's it on this. You can, we'll come back to the outline in just a second. I'll show you two ways to do it. Let me pull this out just a little bit so I can see it a little bit better. All right, so now we've got knowledge. This is where you can create your own knowledge. I don't mess with this. Formatting, you've got, I'm struggling between zooming in and zooming out here. Okay, so formatting, I leave bold on, tables on, list on, quotes on. I do not have italics on. That helps for readability article. You can include a call to action if you want. I do this manually. You can tick on the key takeaways if you want to add a conclusion, an FAQ section. How long do you want the article? Typically, I'll look at NeuronWriter and it'll give me a recommended word count, which is 2,800. So that's a decent size article. So I'm probably going to say, let's stick with the 5 to 8. Now, if you want to generate your own outline, and sometimes I do, but I'm going to try to keep this brief, but I'll show you what I do is you uncheck this and you create your own outline. You minimize the stuff you don't want to mess with and you optimize that outline. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't. We're going to just let it auto-generate the outline for us. Okay. Next, we have internal linking, which is another cool part of this. You can put in your sitemap and it will do its best to try to find some articles for you. I personally like to be more intentional with the way that I'm personally doing it right now. So I'm going to minus that, and I'm not going to use the internal linking function in here. Instead, I'm going to go to the external linking, and I'm going to use this here, but do internal links. You'll see why in just a second, but if you click on this, it wants to know what's the page URL that you want to create a link for, and then what is your anchor text, the words that are clickable. And what I like to do is go ahead and find some over here already in my content spreadsheet that might go with this. So what if we did, let's see, email list building for bloggers. So I'm going to copy that, come back here, put this in. I want the anchor to be email list for bloggers. Oh, list building for bloggers. Make sure I get that right. Let's do another one. And for this one, let's do this article on email list building. And what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to find articles that are closely related to what I'm writing about here. Let's do landing page optimization. And let's pick one more here. Let's go with opt-in. How about lead magnet ideas? That'd be a good one. Lead magnet ideas. Okay, so this again, even though it's under the external linking section, it's serving as my forced internal links. That's why I like it. And I still have automatic external links turned on, so it'll still add a few automatic external links. If I said that wrong, external links, it'll automatically add a few external links in here. So that's great. Let's go to images. We can enable this. It's free to use this now. So you can go to AI images, a number of images in the article. Let's just say 1, show advanced options. I like to write in digital art because it's a cool style. Size is fine. Videos, you can say automate YouTube videos. It'll automatically embed a YouTube video. You can also force your own channel. So let's find my channel link here, your channel. And I'll show you how this works. Just a really cool feature to embed your own channel in there. But if you don't have a channel, it's okay. Just use this right here. And you're good to go. All right. Auto translate if you want to translate in different languages. So now we're good to go. We're going to click on generate article. And it's going to do its thing. And what we're going to get is we are going to get a highly SEO optimized article that has broken up text. It's got tables. It has bold words. It has bulleted list. It has little call out boxes for tips or quotes. It is a consumer friendly piece of content. Instead of what a typical ChatGPT will produce, a very academic, boring, big blocks of text that just nobody is going to read. And I think that's an important point we have to remember in using any kind of AI tool is we want to make sure that it's a really good piece of work for humans, for people, right? In fact, I like to get into the article and actually spend a little bit of time. You always want to do that, verify any facts that are made in the article, and also work in some of your own experience. So it can truly help you to produce content faster, but we don't want to abuse it thinking that we're going to get the same kind of results. So that is almost done. I'm going to pause this video and then we're going to see what it looks like. And as soon as I hit pause, literally as soon as I hit pause, it's done. So I probably should have trusted that it was almost done. And here's what the article looks like. So it created this really cool image that I have free reign and free ability to create. It's got a clickable table of contents here. And then look at this article, right? It's got takeaways, bullet points. It has bold, lots of call out boxes. Here's another image, Look right here, it pulled in a video I did about list building. Found that. More great content, bullet points, short paragraphs, call out boxes. I just love the formatting. And here's my favorite part. So since I have my blog integrated, since I'm using Ghost, I can click on post integration and all of this gets put over. Let's just go log in on the back end of my blog and you will find, let's go to post. Here it is. It's already here. Grow your list. Social media tactics that work. Look at that. Put in the image. The alt text is already added. You do have to update, and I would update the URL, but I wanted to show you that the metadata is already in here. The title, the meta description it came up with, all that's good to go. And you can see here that this is great. Now I would still come in here and break up this text. It's just what I would do, but a lot of this is like ready to go. So as we scroll down through here, you can see we got bold, we have bullet points. Looky here, what is that? That is a internal link that I wanted it to create with the anchor text that I wanted. Pretty cool, right? Here's another, this is an external link and it's just a really good piece of content. Grow your email list, that's an external link. Paid social media advertising, external link. And so other than reading through this and just seeing if there's anything I might want to change, this is really good content. Look, it's even got little pro tips in here. Call out boxes. Here's more links. And so there you go. Obviously, only thing I do is break up text to read it. You got your FAQ section down here. And there you go. What do you think? Journalist AI is pretty good. I love it. And they're always improving it. Since I've even started using it, they've added several new features and they've got a pretty awesome roadmap as well. So if you'd like to try out Journalist AI, the link's down below. You can click it in the description or in the first comment. Go try it out for yourself. You can publish some free blog posts, see how it works for you. And yeah, I've tried a lot of tools. This one right up there at the top. Hope you enjoyed this. And if you love content like this, then let me know. Either put a comment below, like the video, or even subscribe to the channel so you can be notified whenever we send out new videos. Okay, that's it for now. Remember, your message matters.